Hey everybody, welcome back to the garden. Today is Tuesday, July 5th, 2022, and I want to give you guys a quick garden update. It's about 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening here. It's really hot. We've had a lot of rain in the last 2 weeks, so let's look at what's new. Okay guys, this is bed number 1. Right here in the front we've got a sunflower. Look at all of this winter squash, guys. This is ridiculous. Let me pan out so you can see the whole bed. Ridiculous. I'm so very happy. It's overflowing, so I've got to pick these up, right? Now the flowers are closed at the moment, but they're usually open in the morning for the bees to pollinate. Look at all this squash. Look at this. I'm going to see if I can find some that are open. Oh, these are sweet potatoes. So again, if I can do it one-handed, I'll put them back in the bed, but they're trying to come out of the bed too. Okay. Oh, I see a little baby one there. 2 baby ones. Look at those. Again, this is my winter squash bed. Look at that one. Now that's gotten bigger in the last couple days. Pretty nice. And there's another one in there. Gorgeous, right? Okay. More squash. More winter squash. Again, coming out of the bed here. But it's going to take me 2 hands to kind of prop those up. So anything that you see falling out of the bed now, I'll make sure I put it back in later. And again, it's still coming along. And we've got sweet potatoes here. Sweet potatoes all in here. This is my watermelon that's spreading from back here. Right? We got some more sunflowers here. It's the top of those. They're getting pretty tall. That's my mulberry. It's either mulberry or blackberry. I can't remember. At the end of this bed, these are the okra. These are my red okra. Okay, moving right along. Okay guys, so that was bed number 1. Now I'm going to show you bed number 2. Beautiful sunflower in the front. And look at the bees. Can you guys see those? Look at that. Alright, so bed number 2 here. We've got sweet potatoes. We've got 2 good tomatoes. Now the things you see that are brown there, between the two tomato plants that brown, are some peas that we let just die. And if you notice, the peas and tomatoes, because they're close enough in proximity, I didn't want to risk pulling the peas out and disturbing the tomato roots, so I just left them there. We still got carrots. I'm surprised they're still here. I'm very surprised. I've never done that before. So we're just going to see if they last through the summertime. These are my peppers. Tomato. It's getting up there, right? Peppers, tomatoes. These are weeds. I can kind of pluck this out. Everybody goes through this from time to time, right? Pepper, tomatoes, right? Sweet potatoes. Look at this one. By far, I'm happiest with this sunflower so far because she's open. Okay. Tomatoes, if you look closely, we've got some fruit set there. I think those are Roma. More tomatoes with green beans interspersed. These vines here are bean vines. I'm going to trellis those up. I just haven't had an opportunity yet, but I'm going to get to them. Same thing here. This is a green bean vine. I'm just going to tie it into that trellis there. Coming around. Okay, again, so we've got these winter vegetables that are still here that I'm surprised by. I'm just going to leave them, y'all, and see what happens. If they last through the hottest part of the summer, they might last through the fall too. So I'm just going to leave them, okay? But these are all brassicas. More pepper with tomato behind it, and green bean vine starting to grow. Look at those vines growing up the trellis. And that kind of continues. Again, peppers in this little row, carrots, tomatoes, and green beans going up that row, going up the trellis. And there's some little cherry like tomatoes there starting to turn for us. And again, we're at the end with more okra. Okay, so now I'm heading to the walking path between rows 2 and 3 so I can show you the noodle beans that are growing. And I've never grown these before. I'm pretty excited to be growing them. If you guys have any recipes, let me know. Okay, y'all, so this is the back side of row 2 or bed 2. Again, you see tomatoes coming up, right? More tomatoes here. look at these noodle beans. Look at this. Now we've already plucked 2 or 3 of them. Can't do much with 2 beans, you know, but look at this. So I've got to string these up so they're not on the ground, which I'll do with 2 hands later. Look, take a look. And this one I already came and got maybe the other day. Look how long that is. Can you guys see that? Crazy. So again, I am here for all of the recipe suggestions you have for these red noodle beans. Okay. Tomatoes. Ooh, look at these tomatoes. Now this is up, almost going over my trellis. So these are indeterminate tomatoes. I'm just gonna put that there for now. This one here as well. Okay, huge tomatoes, guys. I'm 5'6". Look at this, it's above my head. All right, so noodle beans throughout, right? Noodle beans here. Noodle beans here. Again, I'm gonna come through and make sure that they find a little happy place to be. Tomatoes, green beans, same thing. And this is the back side of those little tomatoes that we saw from the other view. Look at that. Okay, the end of this bed is the watermelon. I think we've seen this before. She's growing. So again, she's getting a little out of hand. So I'm gonna put her back in her bed. Okay, that's the fig. Okay, I'm turning it around. More noodle beans, guys. They seem to be going pretty well. This is my first time growing red noodle beans again, so I'm excited. If you guys have any tips, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. It's funny how much growth can happen in the garden in just a couple days. If you're not paying attention, it can get out of hand, right? Okay, so I might as well start bed 3 now. This is my corn. Again, I'm 5'6". Again, y'all, I'm 5'6". This makes me so happy. This is my trellis that I can clearly walk beneath, right? Trellis stops here. Look at this tomato all the way up here. Crazy, right? And then look at my corn. Ah! This is exciting. Okay, so we got corn here, starting to put on its little, do its thing, right? Corn throughout. Corn, corn, corn. It's doing better than I expected. Very happy. Very happy with the corn. Okay, this is the back side of row 3, y'all. Ooh, look, tassels. I think that's what these are called, tassels, right, guys? I think, can you see that? I think they're called tassels. Okay, better view. Sorry, guys. I think these are called tassels, right? That's what the pollen's got to get into to create the corn. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right, so these are collard greens that have survived kind of the summer. You see all this? I think that happens, someone told me that happens when plants are stressed, that they're more susceptible to bugs. But it's still kind of here, y'all, so I'm going to leave it. This white stuff is diatomaceous earth that I sprinkled on it to try to save it. And we'll just see, again, what happens to all these brassicas over the summer. Look at this. Now, this is summer squash. And my cup runneth over, y'all, so I got to put her back in there. Let's see. Look, I did it one-handed. Pretty cool. No, okay, so I saw this the other day. This summer squash has decided to grow up my trellis. Okay, you see that? Not supposed to be up here. She's not supposed to be up here, okay? But I'm going to let her go and see what happens. Look how far up the beans go. Look at that. Beans. So I'm going to let her go and see what happens, because the only thing that's supposed to be on there is like zucchini or the yellow crookneck squash, and I think that will trellis just fine. Summer squash, watermelon, right? So that's summer squash and watermelon in this bed. No fruit has set that I can see yet on the summer squash. Out of the bed. I'll put the watermelon away too. Just a little look of just a little view here of what we've got going on. July 5th, 2022. It's looking good, y'all. Looking real good, right?